A devotional journey through Psalm 136 to 150. From mercy remembered to praise unrestrained. There's a rhythm that runs through these psalms, a steady, building rhythm that starts with remembrance and ends in praise. It begins with a simple, repeated truth. For his mercy endureth forever. That's where everything starts. Before the victories, before the struggles, before the questions, there is mercy. Not temporary, not fragile, not dependent on our performance. God's mercy endures. It has carried you this far, and it will carry you forward. But life doesn't stay in that place of calm reflection. There are moments when you find yourself in a strange land, when the world around you feels unfamiliar, even hostile to what you believe. You may look around and wonder, how do I stay faithful here? How do I keep singing when everything feels out of place? And yet, even there, God is still present. Even there, your identity does not change. Because you're not defined by your surroundings. You are defined by your Creator. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That truth anchors you when everything else feels uncertain. You are known. You are seen. You are not an accident, and you are not forgotten. Still, the road is not always easy. There are pressures. There are voices that try to mislead. There are moments when you realize just how much you need God, not only to protect you from what's around you, but to guide what's within you. Set a watch, O Lord, before my mouth. That's where maturity begins, not just in asking God to change your situation, but asking Him to shape your heart. And sometimes, if we're honest, there are seasons where you feel completely alone. Moments when it seems like no one sees, no one understands, no one cares. Refuge failed me. No man cared for my soul. But even there, especially there, you discover something deeper. God is still your refuge. When everything else falls away, He remains. When your strength runs low, He is still working. He is not finished with you. The Lord will perfect that which concerneth me. That means your story is still being written. And as you begin to see that something shifts, you start to recognize that your strength, your provision, your stability, it doesn't come from yourself. It doesn't come from systems or people alone. Happy is that people whose God is the Lord. That truth reshapes how you live. It brings humility in success and steadiness in uncertainty. You begin to praise, not just when things are good, but every day. Every day will I bless thee. Because praise is not just a reaction, it's a discipline. It keeps your heart aligned when the world pulls in every direction. And slowly, your trust becomes clearer, not in princes, not in human strength, but in God, the one who made heaven and earth, the one who lifts up the broken, the one who sees you, even when others don't. He healeth the broken in heart and bindeth up their wounds. That's not distant power, that's personal care. And then your perspective widens. You begin to see that all of creation is already declaring His glory. The stars, the mountains, the wind, the seas. You're not alone in this. You're part of something bigger, a creation designed to point back to its Creator. And in that realization, your faith becomes both joyful and strong. You praise. You stand firm. You live with purpose, because God takes pleasure in His people. And then, at the very end of it all, after every lesson, every struggle, every reminder, the message becomes as clear and simple as it can possibly be. Let everything that hath breath praise the Lord. That's it. That's the purpose. Not complicated, not hidden, not reserved for a select few. If you have breath, you have a reason to praise. So wherever you are today, whether you're remembering, struggling, rebuilding, or standing strong, this journey leads you here. Remember His mercy, trust His hand, walk in His truth, and let your life become an ongoing act of praise. Because in the end, and all along the way, praise ye the Lord.